Hey guys, these are strange times we're living in, but one thing you can count on is your Twin Cities housing market insight for April of 2020. I'll start my insight out with a new data set that we're looking at, and that is COVID-19 specific impact on showing activity. The pandemic's impact began to show up around March 7th as a rapidly inclining showing activity level leveled off. Activity then started declining around March 13th and fell dramatically until about April 2nd. Since April 2nd, activity has recovered significantly, but is still off 16% from the peak in March and remains behind the year-over-year activity level despite a stronger start. If any of you would like me to expand further on the different continuums that I believe are at play here and some theories that I have about how things might play out going forward, feel free to connect with me either by phone or by email. Mortgage rates. Mortgage rates have stabilized near all-time lows over the past few weeks as the market searches for direction through the fog of both unprecedented monetary intervention from the Federal Reserve and unprecedented fiscal stimulus from Congress. While financial markets initially rallied on the news of Federal Reserve support and now appear to be showing initial improvement due to the Senate's passage of a new small business stimulus, a deep economic contraction and uncertainty about the formation of the recovery remains. Homebuilder confidence. The NAHB housing market index in the US collapsed to a 30 in April. That was the biggest monthly decline in history, was the lowest number since June of 2012, and was well below market forecasts of 55. Closed sales, we had 4,182 residential closings take place in March. That was up 37% month over month, and as expected, and up 12% year over year. The median home price. The Twin Cities median home price moved up 5% in March to $297,000 US. That was also up 8% year over year, 42% over 5 years, and is a new record high. New listings. The number of new listings increased by 36% in March with 7,304 new home and condo listings. That was also up 17% year over year. I think that some of that year-over-year increase was home sellers, trying to get ahead of the unknowns, with regards to a pending shutdown of commerce. That was before the orders came out and it was clear who was going to be essential and non-essential. Homes for sale. The home inventory level only moved up 5% in March to 8,846 units. That's down 9% year over year and remains near the all-time record low. Pending sales, volume moved up 22% in March to 5,152 contracts. That was up 11% year over year. Again, I think a lot of this was home buyers looking to hurry up and buy ahead of the unknowns of a pending economic shutdown by executive order. Ultimately, I think that COVID-19's impact on the Twin Cities housing market is going to show up later in the year. I think the people who were committed to moving are still moving. I think the predictable Twin Cities housing market cycle appears to be intact. All the trends are following their normal trend lines. But a lot of the exploratory showings and things, where people kind of prepare and to move, a lot of that has been put on pause. I think that's going to show up in the data later this year. That concludes my housing market insight for the month of April. Please don't hesitate to connect with me if you'd like to discuss more in depth, your particular market segment or neighborhood. And I thank you for taking the time to watch this video.